Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to you, O believers. Welcome to you. Inshallah Rahman, we are in that list of believers. We're in that list that Allah SWT has put, that our name is there as believers, that He's pleased with, and that we are pleased with Him. Don't think it comes easy. Anything that has value cannot be easy. Something that is free is cheap. Our faith is the most valuable thing. The most valuable thing that we have is our shahadat. How we are protecting that shahadat from being corrupted. How we're making that shahadat now to overtake our lives. That time, it gives that shahadat value. That time, that shahadat is going to fall from our tongue to our heart. Otherwise, we're going to fall under the category of those ones that Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying in the Akhir Zaman. Those ones who recite the Quran, but their faith, their recitation, their religion does not pass their throat. So we are not looking at the outward form. We are looking at what is inside our heart. All tariqats is concentrating on that heart. To concentrate on that heart and to pull out the dirtiness from that heart. No tariqat saying, come into this tariqat and you are perfect, you are a saint, I'm going to bring you to very high stations. All tariqats is to bring people away from the hidden shirk and to bring them to become a servant of Allah. These days we have so many tariqats. Akhir Zaman. Some tariqat, you enter, all they do is singing and dancing, saying we come to high station. We can sing and we can dance, men, women mixing, women not covering, men wearing tight clothes, everything mixing. Saying we achieve ma'rifat so we can kick away shariat. Easy, we're going to ask. Did Prophet ever do this? Did Sahaba Kiram ever do this? No. So where are you taking this from? From shaitan. Some tariqat has become a game. Like, what is it called? Kahana? Kahin. In the first Jahiliyyah, Kahin, isn't it? What is Kahin? Those magicians during the time of the Prophet ﷺ, somebody lose something, they go to this Kahin, which by the way is Cohen. You know that? And these magicians, some of them mushrik, some of them from Yahudi background, some of them weird people. Anyway, you're going to them. You lose something, you go to them. Then they say, oh, wait. They start talking to their shaitans. Then they say, okay, what you lost is over here. Go look. The person found. I found it. You must be a true one. Mubarak insan. So many there like that, right? They go into the shaykh. Not to bring them closer to Allah. Not to train their ego. But to get what they want. Some lose money. Some lost a bag, some lose wives, some lose husbands, some dunya. But they never say, how do I gain Allah? So many are like that. And some tariqats, we're going, we're seeing, all they do is because their father, their grandfather, their great-grandfather was a shaykh, a pir. So they just sit there on a chair, let people to kiss their hand and their feet. Once a year they come, they collect millions of dollars, and they go to Western countries. They have nice apartments in Paris, in France, in England, in London, everywhere they enjoy the life. looking at them, forget about the pir, forget about the awliya. You look at them from the outside form, they look like an unbeliever, living the lifestyle of an unbeliever. So many different kinds. Some you enter and all they do is praise you. MashaAllah, such nur coming from your face. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. MashaAllah, inshallah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah, inshallah, MashaAllah. While you're looking, they're not teaching you about the Prophets and his lifestyle. So where is this light coming from? Yes, definitely they see a light. But it's coming from Lucifer. Because that name, yes, Christians, they say, his name is Lucifer. What is the meaning, Lucifer? Morning light. Luce, right? Lucy, light. But it's a light of shaitan. It's not the nur of Allah. The believer sees with the nur of Allah. He cannot fool and he cannot be fooled. And some very upset with words like this and saying, oh brother, don't judge other people. Don't criticize other people. Be nice and easy. There is no haqq, there is no batil. You don't know their hearts. Continuing. I'm saying, don't listen to me. You don't like it, turn it off. Don't listen. It's okay. They are free, men and women, to mix and to sing and to dance and say this is Sufism. They are free, correct? Others are free to have tariqats of lost causes. You give money and the sheikh will pray and find something for you. They are free to just praise each other. They are free to do all sorts of things. I should be free to say what I want to. I'm not telling them to stop. Am I telling them to stop? I'm saying, Lakum dinukum waliyatin. That is your religion, this is ours. Yes, in the first Jahiliyyah, that is to the mushriks. Now we live in the second Jahiliyyah, to those who are claiming that they're following Siratul Mustaqim. We saying we are better? No. But we are following those ones who are holding on tightly to the rope of the Rasulullah ﷺ. Because all those ones, we may ask, you that saying Shariat is not important, men and women can mix, singing and dancing, not training your ego. Where are you getting this from? Are you getting from Prophet ﷺ? No. So you're holding on to a rope, but it doesn't lead to the Prophet, it leads to shaitan. You who is saying Tariqat is just a game, just to find loose, you lost things, and just to find it and to just fulfill whatever the person who comes, who pays the money for you to find things for them. We say, did Prophet ﷺ ever do this? In fact, let me tell you a story. There was once, Holy Prophet ﷺ, he lost his camel. He lost his camel. They couldn't find it. You think Prophet doesn't know? Of course he knows. But he's telling us something. And those Yahudis, there are good Yahudis, good Jews, and there are bad Yahudis. Those ones who are enemies to him, saying, what kind of a prophet are you? You saying you're a prophet, you can't even find your camel? Because Prophet ﷺ is not like those that people are accusing him to become, to be. A kahin, a poet, a madman. He's saying, if Allah wants to reveal it to me, I will know. If Allah doesn't want to, who am I to demand? Those ones now who are saying the Tariqat is just about praising each other, saying that each other you are now just saints. Are you holding on to the sunnah of the Rasulullah ﷺ? Is this what he is telling his Sahaba kiram? training them, training Hazrat Abu Bakr, Hazrat Ali, and how 1400 years of tradition of this Jihadul Akbar. We shouldn't call it Jihadul Akbar anymore. We should call it the easiest jihad. In fact, we shouldn't even call it jihad, which so many people don't want to even say this word, no? They're very scared. Don't say jihad. Don't even say struggle. Say ease. The biggest ease. How you say biggest ease in Arabic? What is ease? Yeah, Arab speakers. You are experiencing daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. You find that one who is guiding you in that way, you're in safety. Such a guide is our Shaykh, Sahib al-Sayf. May Allah not separate us, dunya and Akhirat. Wa min Allah tawfiq al-Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum. Any questions anyone have? Ask. If you have tea, give tea. Say.
What is the preparation for month of Muharram?
Okay. Preparation for month of Muharram. Very good. If we ask people what is the preparation for the Happy New Year, Happy New Fake Year, what year? Shaykh Effendi calls it what? Illusion and delusion year. People are going to look at you like you're crazy. You don't know how to prepare. All our lives they teach us how to prepare. Huh? You're going to have a party. You're going to have New Year resolution. Few days after Christmas, because in reality that celebration is 7 days. That is the sunnat, the circumcision of Isa alayhi salam, but it is not supposed to be January 1st following mushrik calendar, not Christian. It's not even Christian calendar. It's mushrik calendar. Muslims now, Ahli Tariqat, fighting, saying, don't be so strict and Wahhabi. It's okay to celebrate Happy New Year. Christmas. Some sheikhs, they're saying you can celebrate Christmas because it is the Mawlud of Jesus. So many different kinds of dajjals and shaitans these days. It is wrong. But when it comes to Muharram, they say, well, you know, start giving excuse. When is Muharram going to enter? If I asked, Allah people. And Muharram this year is going to enter with such heaviness too. Inshallah Rahman, new moon is going to come. When? Monday. Muharram, awal Muharram. What's going to happen? On Monday, awal Muharram. And who celebrates Muharram? Awal Muharram? Allah is celebrating. His angels are celebrating. Prophets, they are celebrating. Believers are celebrating. Who does not celebrate it? Unbelievers or munafiqs. May Allah not make us to be one of those. Muslims, how many Muslims now we're going to ask? Celebrated Jadul Bayram. Jadul Bayram? Huh? Jadul Bayram. Who celebrate Jadul Bayram? How many Muslims celebrate witches Bayram? Oh, whole world celebrating it. Muslims celebrating it. What is this witches Bayram? Evil Bayram? Halloween, isn't it? When was Halloween? Yesterday. Allah, Allah, I'm looking, everyone say, I'm going to dress my son as Batman, as Superman, as police officer, as sushi. I'm not lying. Don't lie. Yeah, that's sushi. But when we say, at least celebrate Muharram, they say, you know, yeah, well, it's school day, is this, is that, is this, is that, but evil day. Shaitan Bayram, Muslims celebrating it. Don't you know that is a celebration of mushrik? Yeah, but they don't do that anymore. Allah, Allah. But the roots is wrong. You can say now the fruit is going to be good. The root is wrong. The root is poison. The fruit is going to be good. Where is this logic? I never hear someone so strongly saying we have to celebrate Muharram, we have to celebrate Ashura, yes, we have to celebrate all the other holy days and holy nights of Islam as strongly, with happiness, but they celebrate Jadul Bayram with such sincerity. But that is the day, even with a mushrik, because it's a pagan festival. They say that is the most evil time in the year. Do you know? It is the day that the night is longest, the day is shortest. And they see all evil, it comes out. The next day is supposed to be what? In the Catholic Church, they celebrate All Saints' Day to balance it. Wrong, they make it up also, but at least they're trying to balance it. But you don't celebrate All Saints' Day today. They celebrate Jadul Bayram. Allah Allah. But Muharram is coming. On Monday, it's coming with so much heaviness. Why? If Allah gives us long life, we will see it. There's going to be an eclipse in the morning time, where we are. Africa, Africa is going to see complete total eclipse. Yeah. But when it comes to that, they say, oh brother, please, these are all superstitions. Don't believe in all of this. There's no hadith, there's no sahih, this. So we say, which hadith saying you have to celebrate Jadul Bayram? Which hadith saying you have to celebrate Halloween? Wrong. Wrong direction. Wrong attitude, wrong thinking, wrong love. Wrong love in the heart. The heart is not loving Allah and His Prophet. It's loving unbeliever style. Lifestyle. Something is very wrong there. How are you going to celebrate? We celebrate every holy day by fasting. We celebrate every holy day by feeding poor people. You cannot find poor people, feed your friends, feed your family, feeding them. You celebrate how? You're going to take a ghusl. You're going to clean yourself. You're going to cut everything. Whatever that you know what you're supposed to do for ghusl. Well, Allahu Alam, if Muslims are holding on strongly to this for Jummah, that we have to do. Do the same thing for Muharram. So many other things that you're supposed to do. Give charity on the morning of Muharram. Pat the head of an orphan. Give someone clothes. So many lost traditions, but new traditions of Halloween they take. Buying my son's Batman clothes. Buying my daughter's ballerina clothes. Go trick or treating, getting candy that's been circled around with the shaitans. By the way, trick or treat is what the shaitan, when they knock on the door of the house in the belief of the pagans, they say. They say, either you're going to give me something or I'm going to trick you. I'm going to put a curse on you. That's what it's meaning. And now you're following completely the footsteps of shaitan. Going to people's house, knocking on the door, say, trick or treat. And Muslims saying, ah, it's okay, children, you know, let them to have some fun. Because Muslims never have any fun. 1400 years, we don't know what fun is. That's how you lost the civilization. We lost everything. Oh, the joy and the fun that the Muslims have, it elevates you from this world to the paradises. Not to bring you down, 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 down. People putting pumpkins everywhere, carving. You know why they put pumpkin and they carve? You know why? They're putting that because in the old days, you see, this is why, Alhamdulillah, we have Islam. In the old days, the way that they protect themselves against shaitan is to have a bigger shaitan to defend them. That's why even in churches, they have gargoyles everywhere. You know gargoyles, those ugly creatures? You see it's from shaitan kind. They're sitting there outside of the church because it pulls away, it pushes away the evil. Using shaitan to fight shaitan. Don't you know they work for the same regime, same government, same boss? What are you doing? You don't have enough faith in your Lord that you're worshipping however you're worshipping Him? Yeah. And that pumpkin is symbolizing a head. You cut off, you make a sacrifice, you cut off a head and you put it there so they don't come to bother you. And now people don't cut off each other's heads, Alhamdulillah. They take one pumpkin and they carve one funny face there. They put candle there. They say, look, 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 we already made our sacrifice. Don't come to bother us. And Muslims are joining. It's okay if Christians, they want to say, we're not going to say anything. Other people are going to, it's okay, do it. It's all right. But Muslims, that means that we have lost Islam as a lifestyle. Yeah. So Muharram, prepare ourselves for Muharram. Very easy. This is all fiqh questions too. It's not really spirituality. You can find out anywhere what you're supposed to do. What is the sunnahs of Muharram? And from the 1st of Muharram to the 10th, very holy time, Ahli Tariqat, strong ones, they try to fast those 10 days up till Ashura. Something very big happened in the time of Ashura. We should remember. Nowadays, because there's so much confusion, especially in Southeast Asia, they're saying anything that connects to Ahlul Bayt, anything connects to Ashura, anything, they call you Shia. Yeah. Don't you know, the Ahlul Sunnah, they have more rights than the Shia over the Ahlul Bayt and about the Ashura, especially the Naqshbandi Tariqat, when during the time that the Ottomans were fighting against the Shia Safavids and all the other Tariqats, they pulled back from praising Hazrati Ali so much, celebrating Ashura so much. They're pulling back, they're even changing the silsila so that they don't look as if they're the 5th column enemy within the state. The Naqshbandi Tariqat, that is pulling its secret from Hazrati Abu Bakr first, then Hazrati Ali. Hazrati Abu Bakr in the Maidan in front of the biggest Jami, going up there on the day of Ashura, when the state Ottomans were fighting as a Shia, praising Hazrati Hussein and the Ahlul Bayt. Not trying to be this live broadcast, we cannot use that. Not trying to be cowardly. Say, we cannot appear like we are enemies. We have to change things. So, only ignorant people are going to start to make fitna anyway. So leave them. Zahir Zaman. So many ways to prepare for Muharram. Monday it is falling. Inshallah Rahman, we make intention to fast the day before. It's very good. There's so many blessings. We are not also a Jama'at that's going to sit down and just to talk more and more and more always about the blessings that's going to come. Oh, if you do this 1 year, you don't have to. It's as if you fasted for 1 year. You do this 10 years, you're doing this 1,000 Darud Sharif you're making. It's as if you're reading there. So many things. They say we don't concentrate on that so much. What we're concentrating is just doing it. Allah wants to reward us, He will reward us. What, we're going to make business with Allah SWT? Saying, okay, if I fast today, you are saying I'm going to have the rewards as if I fasted for a whole year, I better get that. And the reason why we're fasting is in order to get the blessings. We are Ahli Tariqat. We're fasting because it pleases our Lord. May it please Him. No guarantee. Because our worship is broken. It's not pure. We know by ourselves. May Allah have mercy, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.